Hello students, welcome to SV Technology. Today I am going to start Python 0 to Hero full course. In this full course you are going to learn Python basic to advanced along with my assignments and final project also, which will useful in your resume. In this Python course, I'm not going to deliver only theory classes. I'm going to give you hands-on sessions, means practicals also for you people, starting from how to install Python, and every program will be done with practicals, with assignments. Okay, please do subscribe to my channel if you are visiting my channel for the first time. Today we start Python day 1 course. As this day 1 course we are going to learn only introduction to Python. Okay, who developed Python, what is the programming language, and what are the applications of Python, what are the features of Python. All this we will learn as our first day. Let's go to the classroom. Day 1 session. In this day 1 content we are going to see what are the prerequisites of learning Python and what is the necessity of programming language actually, and what is Python and who developed it or created it, and what Python can do, means applications of Python, and why should I learn Python in 2024, what is the scope of Python in present trending technologies, and important features related to Python we are going to discuss in this day 1 content. Okay, so we'll go to the day 1 class. Yeah, coming to before learning the Python, what you should know. So means what are the prerequisites of a Python language. So as per my knowledge, you no need to learn anything before learning the Python. If you know C or C++, it will be benefit to you. Okay, it will be added advantage to you if you know C or C++ language. Okay, you no need to learn any programming language before learning Python. If you know C language or C++ basics, it will be more than sufficient. It will be added benefit to you, your course. Okay, so finally what I am saying, there is no strict prerequisite for Python and no specific programming knowledge is needed. If you know C, C++ basics, that is more than enough for learning Python. So why do we need programming? So what is the purpose of learning any programming language, either C language or C++ or Java or Python, anything. So why you are learning these programming languages means to communicate with digital machines and make them work accordingly. You know that computer is a machine. It knows only machine language. To communicate with that machine, we should know machine language, but we know only the language called high level language. So we know high level language and machine knows only machine language, digital machine. To fill this communication gap, we need a programming language. So in all over the world present, we have more than 900 plus programming languages available. And every language is designed to fulfill a particular kind of requirement. So any language is designed means it should have a particular kind of requirement. That's why we are going to implement that language. So here finally I am saying why we need programming language. We need a programming language to communicate with machines. Why we have to communicate with machine? Computer is a digital machine. It knows only binary language or machine language. As we are human beings, we know only high languages like Telugu, English, Hindi, these languages. If you want to communicate with digital computers, you have a communication gap. Why? Because computer doesn't know high level language and you don't know how to talk in machine level language. So to fill this communication gap, programming language is introduced. Any programming language designed to fulfill a particular kind of requirement. Okay. Here, a brief history of programming languages. So I will discuss about Python language history in future, but here I am discussing only programming languages history. Okay. So C language was primarily designed to develop system softwares like operating systems and device drivers, etc. To remove security problems with C language, C++ language was designed. It is an object-oriented language which provides data security and can be used to solve real-world problems. Many popular softwares like Adobe Acrobat, Media Player, Internet Explorer, MS Office, etc. were designed in C++. If you want to learn about C++ totally or completely, you go to this website link and you can see their applications of CSS and along with the C++ course. Okay, here simply I am saying any language is designed for a particular task. Actually, C language is developed to make OS, operating systems, system softwares, device drivers. These are the applications of C language. And to remove, with the C language, we have some problems like security problems. To remove that security problem, C++ language was introduced. And C++ specialty is, it is a object-oriented programming language. It provides more data security to solve real-world problem. That's why most of the languages are using object-oriented, because it gives security to real-world problems. So, in our real world, softwares like MS Office, what we are using daily, and Internet Explorer, Media Players, all these are designed with C++ language. If you want to know more about C++ language, you can go to this link. Okay, please go and join in my Telegram channel, which I have given in description. You will get all the materials related to all the programming languages and technologies. Okay. Next, what is Python? Simply, Python is a general purpose and powerful programming language. Before Python, we have so many programming languages. All of these, Python is powerful right now. Python is considered as one of the most versatile programming language, as it can be used to develop almost any kind of application including. So in present technology, with Python we can do anything. Python is considered as one of the most versatile programming language. It can be used to develop almost any kind of application including desktop applications, web applications, IoT applications, AI, ML and data science applications, and many more. In present technology, a Python is used anywhere and everywhere. Why? Because Python has a huge libraries. Who created Python? Python is developed by a Dutch scientist, Guido van Rossum. He is the person. Created at Center for Mathematics and Research, Netherlands. It is inspired by another programming language called ABC. He has inspired from the programming language ABC, and he is a Dutch scientist, and his name is Guido van Rossum, where he is created this Center for Mathematics and Research, Netherlands. So these are the important points you have to remember related to who created and where created and inspired by. Coming to the reason why he was created Python. Guido van started Python development as a hobby in 1989, but since then it has grown to become one of the most polished languages of the computing world. Actually, he has started as a hobby in 1989. Now it is most polished language in computer world and most popular language in computer world. How Python got its name? So as we see the name Python, it is somewhat different name than other languages. Why he has given that name to the Python? The name Python is inspired from Guido's favorite comedy show, Monty Python's Flying Circus. So So this is a TV show, comedy show, Monty Python's Flying Circus. It is the favorite show of our scientist Guy Rowan. So that's why he has taken that name Python from that TV show. Why? Because he wanted the name short, unique and slightly mysterious. So he decided to call the language Python. So these are the 3-4 reasons why he has put the name Python. He wanted it short and unique, not like other languages, slightly mysterious. As we listen the name Python, we think, what is this special name like that, right? Mysterious name. So like that he wanted to be his programming language name. That's why he put the name Python from Monty Python's Flying Circus, a comedy TV show. Who manages Python today? So from version 2.1 onwards, Python is managed by Python Software Foundation, situated in Delaware, USA. It is a non-profit organization devoted to the growth and enhancement of Python language. So our Python language official website is python.org. www.python.org is our official website for Python learning and Python. It is now under Python Software Foundation, which is called PSF now. It is a non-profit organization which is located in USA, Delaware. Okay. Where is Python used? As per my view, Python can be used anywhere and everywhere today. Okay. In GUI applications, web applications, data science and artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, hacking, everywhere Python going to be used. Like this, to develop GUI components, okay, GUI, graphical user interface, apps, we use a libraries called PyQt Tkinter. So the main asset of Python is libraries. By using different libraries, we can develop different applications. Okay. To develop GUI applications, graphical user interface applications, Python uses PyQt and Tkinter. These are the two libraries which are used to implement or which are used to develop GUI apps. Web applications in Python. To develop any web applications, we can use Python to create web applications on many levels of complexity. Web design, web development, jQuery, JS, anywhere we can use Python. Okay. So here I am listing few famous websites which are designed or which are developed using Python. You know that NASA and Instagram, Udemy, an educational platform, Spotify, Mozilla, it is a browser, and Dropbox, storing cloud. So, and all YouTube. So these are the most popular website developed using Python. In future, I am going to give some more websites also. Don't worry about that. Python is everywhere nowadays. So as you are seeing, these are the most popular websites we have designed with Python. So for designing or developing web applications, Python has frameworks like Django, Flask, all these things. So Django and Flask are the two frameworks which are used to web designing and development. Data science in Python. So these all are applications I am saying. Data science is about making predictions with data. For suppose we take supermarket. So decide what are the items they should club together and make a combination. So simply if we go to any supermarket, we will see offers like that. Okay, offers, combo offers, all these will be done with data science, or we call it data analytics. All this will be done by Python. So another example, have you noticed that every time you log on to Google, Facebook and see ads, they are based on your preferences. Okay, how it happens? Because of data science again. Python is the leading language for choice for data scientists. It has grown in popularity due to its excellent libraries like NumPy and Pandas. So these are the two libraries which are used in the field of data science. What are the two libraries? NumPy and Pandas. So in AML domain or in AML field, machine learning is field of artificial intelligence by using which software applications can predict more accurate outcomes based on historical data. It is heavily used in face recognition, music recommendation, medical data, etc. Here you can see machine learning methods to estimate COVID-19 seasonal cycle. So this is done using Python only. So as per technologies, if we discuss about any libraries for AML sector or for AML domain, we use Scikit and TensorFlow. These are the two important libraries we use for machine learning and artificial intelligence. IoT in Python. So coming to the field of IoT or sector of IoT, the Internet of Things or IoT refers to the billions of physical devices around the world that are now connected to the internet, all collecting and sharing data. For example, a light bulb that can be switched on using smartphone apps is an IoT device. Okay. In IoT sector also we are going to use Python language. As we read, we can build home automation system and even robots are using IoT. The coding on IoT platform like Raspberry Pi can be performed using Python. So hacking. Coming to the cybersecurity or hacking, Python plays a major role. So the script related to hackers will be done with Python only. Python has gained popularity as preferred language for hacking. Hackers generally develop small scripts and Python provides amazing performance for all small programs. Why? Because one of the main advantage of Python is it's very small program. I mean, it is very simple and short. So why should you should learn Python? Coming to the reality, the Python is third most popular programming language, fastest growing language, opens a lots of doors, means opportunities are very, very high in Python programming language, and big corporates prefer Python. Most of the leading corporate companies are using Python right now. Means finally I am saying Python is future for you. So who uses Python today? As I said earlier, I have given few websites like NASA, YouTube, Mozilla. All these are mostly using Python, and along with them Yahoo, Google, IBM, Dropbox, Quora and Netflix, Red Hat, Reddit, BitTorrent, all these websites are using Python nowadays. Next, coming to the features of Python. Okay, so Python is simple, dynamically typed, robust, supports multiple programming paradigms. It is compiled as well as interpreted, cross-platform, extensible, and it's have a huge library set. So we will discuss everything related to this today. So simple, as I said, Python is very simple as compared to other popular languages like Java and C++. It is easier to code in Python. Python code is comparatively 3 to 5 times smaller than C++, Java code. So I will show you examples, don't worry about this. What I am saying here, Python is very simple and 3 to 5 times smaller than any other languages like C, C++, Java, most popular languages. So coming to C language, if I want to write a code, hello Mahesh, then what is the code? Hash include stdio.h, one line, and int main, second line, printf, third line, and return, fourth line. So to print hello Mahesh, I am giving C language code 4 lines, and in Java, public class hello world, 1 line, and public static void main second line, system.out.println third line. 3 lines of code. But in Python it is only 1 line. Just print hello Mahesh. It will give output hello Mahesh. So how easy it is, okay? How much easy it is. Only 1 line. Just print and whatever you want to print. Okay. So we will see another example here. Adding of two numbers. If we go to adding of two numbers in C, this is the program. 1 line, 2 line, 3, 4, 5 lines of program. In Java 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of program, but in Python only 2 lines of program. I am taking two variables A and B, that is 10 and 20, and I am asking to add these two variables and print them. Okay. So like this, Python is very simple language and very easy language. So we will see another example related to Python and C Java. So if we do swapping of two numbers in C, we will take a temporary number and we will shift that into A, and A equal to B, B equal to 10. But in Python what we do? A comma B equal to B comma E. Only one line can solve the problem of swapping of two numbers. But in C language or Python it takes more lines, okay, of code. So as per these examples, you can conclude that Python is very easy language and short language. So coming to dynamically typed language, I said Python is dynamically typed language. What is the difference between dynamically typed language and statically typed language? So as per technology, C language, C++ and Java, these three are statically typed languages, and Python is dynamically typed language. So here no need to declare variable type before using it. Whenever I am using in C language or Java, I have to declare data type of a variable before using it. Int A, int B, like that. Before that I have to use data type. Before any variable I have to use data type. But in Python you no need to declare a variable type before using it. And you cannot change variable type at runtime in statically typed. So at the runtime you cannot change. Whatever you have declared before using it, you have to use that data type only. You cannot change in middle or at runtime. But in dynamically typed, you can change variable type at runtime also. Variable can hold only one type of value throughout its lifetime. So as it is statically typed, you cannot change at runtime. So in entire lifetime of a program, it has only one value. But variable in dynamically typed, variable can hold different types of values through its lifetime. Okay, means why? Because it's dynamic, so you can change it runtime also. So throughout the lifetime it can change any number of times. So like this. So suppose I have given here in C language, while I am declaring any variable, I should give a data type. But in Python I no need to give any data type here. Okay, I am directly giving A equal to 10. Okay, so A equal to 10, it is not correct in C language. Okay, A equal to Mahesh, it is not correct in C language. Why? Because throughout the program it should have only one value. Int A equal to 10 you have given. So in entire program it should be 10 only. It cannot change to string value again. Why? Because you have declared A as a integer. But in Python you can change any data type in runtime also. First it is A equal to 10 and next it is A equal to Mahesh. Then I ask to print A, it will print Mahesh. Here if I ask to print A, it will print only 10. It will not take Mahesh. Why? Because it is string. Initially you have given int value. Okay. This is dynamically typed and statically typed. C, C++, Java are statically typed and Python is dynamically typed. It is the one of the good feature in Python. So robust. Robust means strict rules. So Python has very strict rules which every program must compulsory follow. And if these rules are violated, then Python terminates the code by generating an exception. So as every program has some rules and regulations, Python also have a strict rules, okay, that gives Python robustness, okay. Whatever you give, you should give according to the syntax and according to the rule. Otherwise it will throw an exception. So you can see here I have given a code. You can see that code and guess what is the output of that. I will reveal in next slide. So here in Python, if we write the same code, then it will generate exception terminating the code. Why? Because due to this, other running programs on the computer do not get affected and the system remains safe and secure. So next, supports multiple programming paradigms. Means Python supports both procedural oriented and object oriented programming, which is one of the key features of Python. In procedural oriented languages, the program is built around procedures or functions which are nothing but reusable pieces of programs. Okay. In object oriented programming language, the program is built around objects which combine data and functionality, and it has object oriented features along with the data and functionality. So these both features will be included in Python. And Python, one of the most Python compiled as well as interpreted. So almost all the people Python thinks Python is a interpreted language, but Python uses both compiler as well as interpreter for converting the source code and running it. However, the compilation part is hidden from the programmer, so most people say it is an interpreted language, but internally it is compiled also. Cross-platform. So we say that portability, right? So let's assume we have written Python code for our Windows machine. Now if we want to run it on Mac OS, we don't need to make changes to it for the same. Means write once, run anywhere. Okay. In other words, we can take one code and run it on any machine. There is no need to write different code for different machine. You no need to write different code for Mac OS, Linux, all these things. You can write once the code, Python code. You no need to change at any platform. That is called cross-platform language. It can run in any platform. Extensible. So Python allows us to call C, C++, Java code from a Python code, and thus we say it is an extensible language. We generally use this feature when we need a critical piece of code to run very fast. So we can code that part of our program in C or C++ and then use it from our Python program. Means you can write any other programming language and use it in Python, or you can use any Python coding in any other languages also. This is extensible. So huge library. As we discussed earlier, we have huge libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Scikit, TensorFlow. So all these are libraries which are used in different domains. The Python standard library is huge indeed. It can help you to various things like data programming, emailing, GU programming, etc. This is your first class of Python, just introduction. In next class, we will discuss how to install Python, and we will go with practicals from next class. As this is your first class, so I have not discussed any practical things. From next class onwards, we are going to deal with hands-on sessions, everything. So please do subscribe to my channel and support me, share with your friends.